Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Star Wars Wednesday. I, of course, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you with the Star Wars Micro Galaxy Squadron Yoda's Jedi Starfighter. Let's get into it! Let's start things off with a look at the packaging, if I can get a hold of it. Star Wars warning! Don't stick things in your pie hole that do not belong there. Here's a little picture blurb that shows, hey, Yoda goes in the cockpit. Nice blister showcasing the figure. It's mostly empty though, unfortunately. R2-D2 and Yoda come with it. Micro Galaxy Squadron and a nice premium, really chromy feeling logo. And then again it says Yoda's Jedi Starfighter and it's all chromed out too. He's number 0032, 8 and up. On the bottom, don't give it to babies. Symbols I'm not going to learn. A warning and attention. If you have problems, call Jazzwares. And the barcode. Also Disney. On this side, really, you know, empty. Shows how empty the blister is. Series 2, same thing on the other side. Oh, also Jazzwares. On the back, the clip and collect, like hollow image of the vehicle. Shows R2-D2 sticks in it. The wings open 80 degrees. And also has landing gears. Yoda's Jedi Starfighter, light armor class. Here's the cross sail. Collective all battle damage TIE Fighter, the chase vehicles, Harrison Dula's A-Wing, and the Rebels TIE Fighter that was painted by Sabine Wren. Disney print, StarWars.com, Lucasfilm, Micro Galaxy Squadron. And that, my friends, is a look at the packaging. Let's take a look at the figures and the vehicle. And first up here we have handy dandy tweezers. Let's take a look at the figures, and here we have R2-D2. And just enough paint apps on this mold that between the mold and the paint you can tell this is R2-D2 and not some other astromech for the most part. And then here we have Yoda. And Yoda has no hip articulation, so no leg movement at all. And like the rest of the line, he does have arm movement. It can't do 360 degrees because of his ears. The arms are attached together and do move in unison. But if his ears weren't in the way, that he would do a full 360 degree rotation. Now let's take a look at his little ship for a little guy. And here you can see the landing gears are all out and they just fold up. This one doesn't like to stay in place, so I may have to get some tacky or something to... Oh, it's actually staying now that I said it wouldn't. But it'll probably flop open again. See, there we go. But anyway, here we go. Nice molded details on it. Panel lines on the wings and some few paint apps here. Tampos here. Here. And the Republic symbol tampoed on here and here. Some nice silver paint on the back. Nice molded details on the engines. And for the canopy as well. Canopy is on a hinge right here, and it opens from the bottom And that's as far as it opens. And you can see there's a little bit of molded detail in there. Not a whole lot of great detail, but it's in there. And then you can see there's a little clip that comes around the seat that kind of pretends to be armrests, I guess, but it's a clip to hold Yoda into place. And while we have this open, let's see if I can't clip Mr. Yoda into place. He's really small. I got really fat fingers, so there we go. Just kind of slide him into place, and he stays right on in there. And the canopy closes down and clips into place. And you can see there's the port for the Astro Droid. So you just take R2-D2, and he has a port in the bottom of him, and there's a peg there. And he just pushes into place. Now to remove him, you have to work at it a bit and just kind of get a hold of him and pull out. It's not like Obi-Wan's Starfighter where there's something on the bottom to push. There's nothing on the bottom to push to eject the droid. Now another feature that this one has is the S-foils do fold out for flight. And that all, it's very nice looking. And I have to say, for the size of this line, I do think they have a lot of nice molded detail. Maybe not as much as, say, 3 3/4 or 6-inch scale, but they do have a nice bit of detailing for the size that it is, and I do really enjoy this line. Now that, my friends, does it for a look at the figures and the vehicle. It's time for my favorite part of a review, comparisons. And here we have the Micro Galaxy Squadron Yoda's Starfighter, and right behind it is the Micro Galaxy Squadron Obi-Wan's Jedi Starfighter. Then right in the middle we have the Micro Galaxy Squadron AT-ST. Then we have Hera Syndulla's A-Wing from the Micro Galaxy Squadron. And lastly, Micro Galaxy Squadron Bo-Katan's Gauntlet Fighter. Here's the Micro Galaxy Squadron Yoda's Jedi Starfighter with the Republic's Clone Wars era LAAT Troop Transport Gunship. For final thoughts on the Star Wars Micro Galaxy Squadron Yoda's Jedi Starfighter, I have to say this really reminds me of its look from the Clone Wars. It's that Lost season, the last couple of episodes of the quote-unquote Lost season before the actual final season of Clone Wars. Yoda took this on a trip for 2 or 3 episodes, and I think it's a pretty cool looking little ship, and it's basically just a miniaturized version of the Revenge of the Sith starfighters, Jedi Starfighters, where they start having that more TIE fighter looking cockpit in the design. I like the fact that the landing gears fold up into it. I like the wings fold out and the canopy opens up like it did in the show, as far as I remember. Now the one weak point on this is the one of the landing gears when it's folded in. It does not like to stay in. So that's really my only complaint about this. And now this one being from animation, apparently, because it's from the animation, does not have the wash on it. But I don't really see that either, because Obi-Wan Starfighter was from the animation and it has the wash on it. So I don't know if maybe they've just stopped doing that wash on the newer stuff, or maybe it's just this class they're not doing it with. I'm not sure, but there's no wash on this one, but it does have nice paint apps, and the symbols on it really stand out. R2-D2 probably could have used a few more paint apps, but there's enough there to tell it's R2-D2. Well, that does it for the review. I hope that you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very, very much for supporting this channel through viewing. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews, or just help the channel out further, or both, that's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.